Well, this movie was different from the first, to say the least. What's shakin' bacons? Wimbo here, coming to you live from the 7th circle of hell, trying to boil away any sins I've committed solely by watching this movie. Since this is my first commentary video, I want to give a rundown of how this video is going to work. I'm going to give my very brief analysis in the beginning of the video, followed by some good and bad thoughts, and a nice commentary will be at the end. And feel free if you want to skip over all the boring analysis junk in a half. I'm not going to get hurt either way. All the timestamps are going to be in the description below. Yeah, and if you aren't cool with the light swearing and shenaniganery, you've come to the wrong place. Weenie Hut General is 4 houses down to the left. Angry Birds 2 is a film about the birds and pigs from Angry Birds 1 putting their differences aside, calling a truce to the prank war they've been having, yeah that's a thing, and embarking on a quest to defeat a new island that's making home runs with gigantic balls of ice. Interesting that this whole movie is basically an entire game of dodgeball. If dodgeball was as passive-aggressively frustrating as a round of golf. The leader of this island is none other than Leslie Jones, or Zeta in the movie. Her plan, or what she claims is the plan, is to take the other islands for herself so she can get that toes in the water, ass in the sand life. But all this is saved in the end as we get the power of friendship and forgiveness begging that saves the day. From here on out, I like to issue a warning to anybody right now in case you don't want to be spoiled. Or if you have a low tolerance for a disgusting! I try to edit as much as I could out, but boy am I not so great at editing right now. And if I gotta suffer, so do you. Again, this is the last and only warning. Get it? Got it? Doubt it. Now, Angry Birds 2 really wasn't as bad as I expected, don't get me wrong. I want to talk about the good parts of the movie first before I go into any critiques I have regarding this movie in general, because I believe every movie deserves to be fairly judged on a constructive level. I'm gonna start out with all the things I love or at least appreciate about this movie. I do really like the animation and art style from both Angry Birds 2 and its predecessor. The style is fluid and makes for a visually pleasant experience, especially for the landscapes. The world building is surprisingly solid. The 3 islands are all built in their own individual styles and all wonderful. Unlike the original Angry Birds movie, this sequel has more jokes that hit it not out of the ballpark, but definitely a base or two. It got some laughs out of me, more than I thought I would, honestly. That doesn't go for all the jokes, but I'll get to that part eventually. The chicks in the movie were the best part by far. The scene with them coming out of the grass with the snakeskin suit on them was the funniest part of the movie for me. And the ending with the snake babies reuniting with the snake mama was so sweet, I almost went into cardiac arrest. 100 out of 100. As you may know, however, I'm not too fond with this movie either. There are a lot of reasons, but I'm just going to go with the 4 most prominent problems. In my opinion, of course. Why? Mighty Eagle was completely insufferable in this movie. Hell, I could barely tolerate him in the first movie, but I had high expectations for him to become better. This guy used to be my favorite character in the game, man. He was the silent powerhouse of a bird that only showed up in a silhouette, and I was all about that. And sure, I can get behind the fact that he was an old icon that retired from being a hero and getting rusty on the whole hero thing. I kinda dig that personality arc for him too. But in my opinion, it was a sharp and surprising turn to go from retired and afraid of showing his face to a straight up asshole who leaves his fiancée at the altar. And you want me supporting this? This is the hero you want me supporting? I'm sorry, but even if he didn't know she had his child, Cowardly Eagle over here ran away from her because ooh, my feelings. I'm not supporting that. If they did it for comedy purposes and pulled it off, I could see that. I mean, don't get me wrong, but they didn't. They didn't pull it off at all. You could argue that, no, it's okay guys, he apologized at the end and she forgave him and they got married and yay. However, the resolve of the climax and the falling action of this movie didn't do that concept justice. Sure, you can show gratitude and learn to forgive somebody after they do something like save your daughter, but making it seem like they get married right after the fact just doesn't do justice. From what I went over earlier, although some jokes make it a base or two, there are other jokes that straight up hit you in the face and leave you with a concussion of bad writing. And just so we're clear, no, breaking a character's character just for comedy's sake isn't funny. Yes, gross out humor reaches a certain limit after about 30 seconds. And alright, all this is speaking from opinion. If you have a different opinion, I'd love that. Share your thoughts in the comments because different perspectives are awesome. I won't bash you for anything you have to say about this movie. I just believe this movie, while not the worst movie I've seen or will see in the future, it's just a flick I won't miss out on. If you made it through the analysis part, congratulations. We're now going to go ahead and move on to the commentary. And take note, the commentary is really bad in quality, but I didn't have any other choice at the time. You guys enjoy my suffering, and I'll see y'all after.
Welcome to Sony Shitstain.
Sony Shitstain? No, that's so bad. Bird Island. They didn't have any other creative name. It's just birds. Just Bird Island. Human City. We're going to Human City, guys. Can we pause this for a second?
Already. It's gonna be one of those nights.
Already. First off, dabbing.
Dabbing, yes.
I know, this was probably like years in the making and they had to like do something like that.
Dang, bro.
Oh my god. Snatch. What was that intro music? They used an entire full orchestra for that intro.
That was the Angry Birds theme. The game itself.
Yeah, but like they used an orchestra version. They like got an entire orchestra
They
for
went
shit.
all out for
It's
a movie.
Angry Birds 2. This doesn't freaking matter.
It's like you've got resting bird face.
Resting
Resting
bird face.
That's a
Resting
pause.
bird face.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
Okay, I like that. The fourth wall breaking, I like that.
How did you get in there? So think of this for a second. He went underwater and then came out of his mouth.
I don't want to think about that.
Where's the only direction?
I do not want to think about that. I do not want to think about that.
Holy shit.
See, I like that.
Oh my god, she said the M word.
She said freak. Oh my god. Bro.
Hey, buddy, do you know her? What, me? No, definitely not, absolutely not.
Yeah, that's why I screamed a whole bunch, just because I don't know her.
I don't know. Hey, what is this? Oh,
You just fell. Don't give me that. Do not give me that.
Damn, boy! Damn! He flexing. No.
What? Oh, I actually had to physically turn away from this movie.
There's an eagle nearby.
I hate this. Help me.
Actually, it'll tell itself off 1 hour after it doesn't detect any more eagles.
Why? Why?
Maybe you can try to be more supportive. The results?
I mean, it kind of did suck. Oh! Why? Why? Why?
I was not gonna tell you about that part.
Why?
I was waiting for
You
you.
were not gonna tell me. Just gonna lay here for a minute and a half and think about what we could have done with our time.